is UK, and this is, well, it's Anything Goes. Hello, Fonz.
Hi.
Right, it's going to be interesting to see what happens today. And
Indeed. Anything goes.
Indeed, anything does go. And if you've seen the show before, we'll be having a pop quiz later on in the show. And this time the theme is 1970s lyrics, 1974.
So get those flares out and frill fronted shirts and sideburns.
I used to have those. I'm not giving anything more away.
All of them?
Not the sideburns, no. The flares and the flower power shirt and the caftan. And good morning from Alfredo. Morning, Alfredo. And people are beginning to find us, which is good. Okay. Right, shall we bring people up to speed on United World Radio?
Yep. Good idea. People might have noticed that it's not how it was, but there's a reason for that. I don't know if you want to explain it or shall I?
Hang on, I'm sorry, I was. I will just give me a second. I just want to do two things, and take that title and bring that up on screen. And Alfredo, which is the stream you are watching the chat? The one you just posted the comment in.
It's on. Yeah.
Really the favourite. You should be on the Be Live in 5 page. All things being equal, unless Facebook have done an update and you can now comment anywhere. Now that would be brilliant.
That would be good, yeah.
If you're not on the Be Live in 5 page, Alfredo, if you could just let us know. But I thought I saw some testing lists a couple of months back where you could see comments from other places. Might be wrong though. All right, United, and Alfredo's good. Okay, United World Radio. We are in maintenance mode at the moment. We did the trial, and we've listened to what you've said, and we're going to be making changes, and we will be back.
Yeah.
Hopefully in about a week's time.
Yeah. Well, what we've got to do is we've got all the statistics in the background, where the biggest listenership was, and stuff like that, and information. We're going to look at all that. Sorry. All that information and collate it and put it together to bring the station back in an exciting way. Sorry about my coughing.
I just wish I could spell. I'll get there in a minute. Now, we are on the lookout for several things, first of which is indie music. If you know of a band and they haven't signed up for a record label yet, then if you could put them in touch with us, we'd be most grateful, because we're quite happy to play their music on the radio station. In fact, if they've got a lot of music, they can have their own show. I think that's fair, isn't it?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we're looking for indie music of any. It can be reggae, it can be rock, it can be folk, it can be instrumental, it can be anything you like. And we will play it on United World Radio. The other thing that we're looking out for, we're grateful so far that 11 of our friends have forwarded their podcasts, and they all have their own shows now.
Yeah.
We're looking to build that up to around about 40 over the coming weeks. And that,
well, that's what we've been doing in the test transmissions, isn't it? Really finding out the best time suited for each of these shows. Cause some of you might realise they moved about a little bit and changed about, and that's part of what we've been doing.
Yeah, as more shows come in, of course, it keeps changing the schedule.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I want to say hello to Cheryl, and it's nice to see you, Cheryl. And music quiz coming up later. I'm just trying to keep this earpiece in at the moment and struggling. And we've missed you too, Cheryl. We have really missed you. We're getting closer to bringing back I Live Here, because the weather, it has to be said, is improving, if slowly.
Yep.
So Fonz and I will be out and about with our cameras, and I Live Here will return.
Well, I'm hoping I'm hoping to cover Strawberry Fair and all that, and bring some of that footage from Cambridge.
Oh, brilliant. Okay, and I'm going to be out and about at National Trust properties throughout Wiltshire, and I'm going to borrow some footage from Angelica because she used it on her show, so bring it across here. And yeah, Cheryl's looking forward to us coming back as well.
Also a little publicity here for Cambridge Historian Lives coming back in May too.
Oh, brilliant!
for the third series.
Yeah, time has flown.
Yeah. So yeah, and we've got a theme tune for it. Me and Jason Bruce got together, sat down, and together we wrote the theme tune. But he sung the theme tune, and it's got its own little catchy bit of music. I don't know. Have you heard it yet?
I have heard it. I haven't bought it though, and I hope you forgive me.
No.
How long? How long is it?
About 1.5 minutes long.
About 1.5 minutes long. Yeah. Okay. But it's your theme tune, and it sounds very good. It's very catchy.
But I said to him, I want.
And I've lost. Over to you, Fonz, just for a minute.
Yeah. No. I said to him what I wanted in it. Some certain bits. So some of the bits I wrote in the song. So if you download it, you can at jasonbruce.com, which is spelled JACEN Bruce.com. If you get a hold of a copy, see if you can guess which bits I wrote, and it's only 99p in British money anyway. So, what else was I going to say about it? Yeah, I said to him the main thing is I want it to be catchy, and he's certainly done that with it. But the website to find it on is Jason Bruce, JACEN. He spelled Jason. It's a bit different.
I'm going to persist with this on bike.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. A change of topic then.
Yeah. I'll finish flogging my.
Yeah. You flogged it. Okay. 5 Days Live is back next Monday through Friday, and we're into season 5. And so far we've done 20 shows. And if you want to watch the back, then you can go here. I'm just trying to paste. And you can watch all the shows. And that earpiece has gone to the left. My first earpiece went to the right. I'll be back in a second.
Okay, well, I think I'm still here. This gives me an opportunity to flog my theme tune again. No, only joking. But do check out the show when it comes back. And if you want to buy the theme tune, please buy it in. I think if you buy it now, you get a signed copy by Jason Bruce anyway. And it's going to be exciting coming back talking about Cambridge history. I think the first show, I did a vote on the Cambridge Historian Facebook page for people to vote. And the first show is going to be about murders in Cambridge. So find out who was and who wasn't killed and who by. And some of them are quite gory, very Jack the Ripper-y. So it's going to be a show. It's going to be a show worth tuning into. And hopefully he's back. Are you there?
This is going to be good. Yes, I'm here. Of course, I'm here. I'm always somewhere around.
You're getting used to your earpieces still.
Oh yeah. It's getting better, but it's not perfected yet. It's taking a lot of practice.
Yeah.
And Charles saying that's exciting, which is good news. Right, I'm just going to close a few things down.
Don't forget you can buy at jasonbruce.com. 99p in British money.
Or 99 cents in dollars.
Yeah.
Probably equates to the same. I wonder if it does work that way.
Yeah. I think it might, I don't know. But it's brilliant. Some of the bits I've put in it are brilliant. And some bloke I know called he's been on the show. I don't know if you know him, Mick Brown.
Rings a bell.
And he listened to it, and he knew straight away which bits I wrote because of the little innuendos that are in them.
All right. That's
so he goes, you're really talking about that, aren't you? And this and bits. Oh, thanks. Just buying a copy. Cheers. Neff, let me know what you think of it.
Right, anything goes, and my earpieces keep going. I'm going to put them on charge. Yeah.
Our thanks to your earpiece keep falling out for
that. I can do it again. I'm sure I'll do it again.
No, I'll probably get people turning away. Probably they're sick about hearing about my theme tune now.
5 minutes. Right, I'm going to be bringing two new. This is a heads up. You heard it here first. Two new shows coming up on Wednesdays. A Story to Tell, which is a new show, and everybody has a story to tell. And throughout May, I'll be interviewing people and asking them about their stories, but not the stories that they tell every time they come live. It's their backstories I'm interested in. So I'll be talking to Jeff Adams, Ian Anderson Gray, and say hello to Domingos. And if you would like to be interviewed, then just contact me and you can be on the show and I can interview you and we can talk about not the things you do every day, but you sort of let people learn a bit more about you. And the second one might be of interest to you, Fonz. Not I'm pitching here, but I am pitching. And that's a new show called Pop Quiz.
Sounds good.
And on that, separate teams will be competing, answering the quiz questions that we've been using in this show. So it'd be a team of 2 against 2, answering questions posed by our good friends at Trivia Plaza.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to those 2 shows. And they'll be starting next week, and I can't hear a thing. So I'm going to bring Fonz back. And what would you like to talk about, Fonz? I can't hear a word.
Not with anybody else. That's what he doesn't know.
And Charles saying Pop Quiz sounds great.
Yeah.
And it'll be totally open, 2 against 2, and using our favourite quiz, which I'm going to share while Fonz extemporizes for a minute.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to chat about a few bits while he's looking for his earpiece. Yeah, I'm interested in the first show. Sounds quite good. You find out about people and presenters that are on Be Live, a little bit more about their everyday activities outside what they do. Sorry, I've got a bit of a cough.
Yeah.
I was saying the first show, I love to pop on that, and so people find the others. Because like you were saying about me, like there's a lot when I was playing the guitar and stuff. There's a lot of people don't know. So when he comes back, I'll say to him. He'll be back in a moment. He's getting used to his earpiece. He'll get there eventually. Brilliant idea, because you haven't got like a long cable that you can rip out the wall, out the plugs and stuff, like I have. But it can also pull out your ear. But I'm sure he'll get there. I'm not sure what's happened to him neither. He's just completely froze as well. So I don't know if everybody else can see him. Oh, he's gone now, and it's just me. So, yeah. It's all trial and error with something new that you use. It's like when you use different softwares for things. I've changed over some things that I use, and you have to get reused to it because you're so used to how it was before, and you have to practice and get reused to it again, all from the beginning. Hey, but I think he's back.
I think I'm back. I'm looking like a giant at the moment, so I just need to sort out my screen size. Yeah, okay. So And Cheryl's saying she needs Fonz on the pop quiz as a partner because
Yep.
she'll get them all. Well, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea.
I'm happy to pop on. I'm happy to pop on the first one as well because I think a lot of my other side of my life would be a bit interesting story to tell.
Brilliant. Excellent. That gets us off to a good start then. Right. Okay. Now, without further ado, I'm going to share my screen for a moment. And if it's working, I'm going to bring up a Chrome tab and we're going to have a quiz.
Good.
And this is going to be part of the pop quiz show.
So this is like a bit of a taster.
It is. We're going to go full screen now. And we're doing, as I said, 1974 lyrics. And the first question is, which words, these words are from which song? And the words are, midnight on the water, I saw the ocean's daughter. Apologies for pronunciation, I'm trying my best. Was that a lyric in Killer Queen? Can't Get It Out of My Head, Band on the Run, or Kung Fu Fighting? And whilst you're thinking about that for a moment, Fonz and I will come back. I'll read it again. Perhaps that's a good idea. Which song do these lyrics come from? Midnight on the water, I saw the ocean's daughter. Was it Killer Queen, Band on the Run, Can't Get It Out of My Head, or Kung Fu Fighting? And the year is 1974. And Domingos
is it? God, it's not 1974. I thought it was 2019.
This music for 1974 we've gone back to. And I know you know your music. So are you going to plump for any of those four?
Yeah. Do you want me to say what it is, or do you want people to guess first what I think it is?
It might. If you say what you think it is, and we right. Okay, we've got first voting is from Cheryl. I can't get it out of my head.
Yeah, I agree with that. That's what I would have gone for as well.
Okay, and Fonz says so. So let's go over to the quiz, and Charles saying that the combo doing the song was ELO, Electric Light Orchestra. So let's go over to the quiz board, and we're going to go with Can't Get It Out of My Head. Correct. I don't want to press the wrong button.
Go for it.
Okay, go for it. And that's correct. Well done, everybody who guessed Can't Get It Out of My Head. Second lyric. Well, I know it's kind of late. I hope I didn't wake you. Do those words come from, I'll have to say I love you in a song, Ricky, don't lose that number, Jolene, or the air that I breathe? Okay, so this is second reading. Lyrics are, well, I know it's kind of late. I hope I didn't wake you. And is that from, I have to say I love you in a song, Ricky, Jolene, the air that I breathe? And we'll have one more question after this.
Yeah.
So
can I say something about I'm not saying this is the answer, but the song Jolene. If you search, I've got the actual vinyl single, the 45,
okay.
And I know it really works. So when you look it up, I know 100% it works. I've done it. Go on YouTube, people listening in, everybody tuning in, and look up Jolene at 35. At 35, or something like that. It's called. Because what it is, if you listen to it slowed down, it sounds brilliant. It's like, wow. And it actually works. That's it. Jolene at 33 RPM. Look that up. And once you find it and you listen to it, it does genuinely sound like that. Because I've done it. Right. And it's brilliant.
Yeah, I did. I mean, 33 and a third takes me back to the days of vinyl, which have since come back again. Because you had 33 and a third, 45 and 78.
Yep.
Do you have any 78s, just out of interest?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
You
don't have to.
Got one there.
Oh, wow.
I've even got a small one here. at that. I've got loads of
There
them.
you are. Let's go in full screen. And what was that one? What is
I
that
don't
one?
know.
All right.
Jack and Jill.
All
It's a
right.
nursery
Okay.
rhyme. It's a nursery rhyme one. And on the other side is Georgie, Porgy, Little Miss Muffet. Little Miss Muffet.
Right.
I've got hundreds of them. Although I did have loads more. And when I moved house a few years back, I picked them up thinking very cleverly that I could lift them all. And they were quite heavy, and I dropped a lot, and they smashed everywhere.
Yeah, when you compare the weight of a 78 to, because they were made to last, weren't they? Because you still got 50 years later. They were definitely made to last.
Somewhere in this lot, I've actually got them on 78. Sorry about my cough. The very first Queen Elizabeth II Christmas speech.
Ah. Okay.
And I've got
went out?
and I got this one here as well. Dear Doctor, it's originally broadcast on BBC Radio the 29th of June 1941 by Quentin Reynolds. And actually, it's a message to Goebbels.
Oh, so piece of history.
Yeah, it plays, but it's got a big crack. I don't know, you can't really see that.
No,
yeah. It's got a massive crack in it, but it still plays. I've actually copied it off. I actually brought it like this, so I didn't break it. Somebody else did.
Okay, right. Back to our quiz, which we've forgotten for a moment there because we got carried away. The question is, the lyrics are, well, I know it's kind of late. I hope I didn't wake you. I'll have to say I love you in a song. Ricky, don't lose that number. Jolene and the air that I breathe. And are you going to plump for anything? Because Charles voted.
Ricky, don't lose this number.
Right. I because this was 74 is before you were born. What I'm going to do is Cheryl, and Cheryl, not that I'm saying anything about it, but Cheryl said, I'm just double checking. I have to say I love you in a song. So let's go back and click that. And that's for Cheryl. Well done, Cheryl.
Yeah, one up on me.
Right. And
I've never heard that song anyway, so that's why.
Ah, right. Okay. You'd have to check it out. The lyrics, we know some of the lyrics now, so you've got to head start. Right. And the third lyric for the moment is, I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. I just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. And is that from Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me? Or Jambalaya on the Bayou, which I don't think it's, well, I'm not going to say anything. Or is it from Terry Jackson, Seasons in the Sun, or Some Kind of Wonderful? So the songs are Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me, Jambalaya, Seasons in the Sun, and Some Kind of Wonderful. And we'll wait for everybody to have a go at that. Yeah.
Do you know what it? Don't say what it. Do you know what it is?
Well, I know what I would choose.
Yeah.
I may well be wrong. I don't.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Do you know which one you're going for?
It's not a certainty, because Jambalaya was the Carpenters, yeah.
Yeah.
Or there was a Carpenters version of it. I can't visualize Karen Carpenter's. Process of elimination here. Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Well,
it was Elton John, wasn't it? I think.
Yeah, it was. You're quite right. Seasons in the Sun was Terry Jacks.
Yeah. Or Westlife, if you're thinking modern standards.
Right. Okay. And Charlie's going with Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me.
That's what I would have picked.
Right. You're on the same side. So let's check the board. And C, we're going for Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. I would have gone for Some Kind of Wonderful. I'm just saying that before I press the button.
Yeah.
And I would have been wrong. I would have been wrong.
Yeah, Sal and John.
Right, okay. Let's come back to the two of us. I'll just drop that down for a moment. And we're back. So, yeah, Charles agreeing with you. You're of the same mind. Absolutely brilliant.
She's still one up, though, with me.
Yeah, we'll bring it back later for 3 more questions and deciders and see what happens. Yeah, so I've got it because I refreshed. I've lost everything, which is the way. So there will be pop starting in May, and it'll be using the software that we're using today from Trivia Plaza. I'm just going to have a word with them and tell them they're about to be featured in a live broadcast. Are they happy with it?
They might sponsor.
Get permission.
They might sponsor.
They may do that. There's always the outside chance, isn't there?
The thing is, you're filling a missing angle there because there is no quizzes. I've not seen any unless I've missed one. But no. You're filling a void.
Yep. I'm just working on the format. You could have 3 contestants and a host, and you just ask sort of 10 questions during the show, and that should get conversation going as well. And everybody can play along.
But that's a good thing. It could be like a quiz cross chat bit. So it's not limited to broadcasting times neither. So you can have a little chat and a quiz and make it into an hour show, really, couldn't you? Very easily. And
the show is timeless.
Yeah.
And definitely. It could go straight on to United World Radio.
Yeah.
What better place? So
definitely
make for United World Radio too.
So there's all these options.
Yep. All fitting together nicely. Okay, so that's done.
I think one show that would struggle though on radio, and it's quite funny because it started on radio. It's my Cambridge Historian Live because even visual. I don't have to describe what I'm showing people, and I listened. I looked back on a couple of old shows and had my eyes closed while I was listening to it, and they would never work on radio because we've got the picture coming up now describing what I'm like, and I thought nobody knows what the picture looks like. They can't see it.
True.
So it's funny. A show that started on radio won't no longer work on radio because it's
because you've expanded out.
Yeah.
Okay, and Charlie's saying, "What's the name of the new show, the pop quiz show?" and suggesting "Name That Tune."
That was a show in this country called "Name That Tune," wasn't it?
Yeah, we would have had problems, but I think at the moment, just "Name That Tune" Google will, because that would be.
Who was the bloke who presented that?
Now you're talking.
Lionel
name that tune. I'll name that tune in Lionel Blair.
No, Blair, that's it.
Yeah.
Is he still around? I haven't seen him for years.
He's still around, yeah. I'll name that tune in 3.
Okay. 3 notes, wasn't it?
3 notes, yeah. So you had to guess, and you had to offer a number of notes, and some people just said, I'll name that tune in 1. Yeah. And that doesn't quite work because when you just go for 1 note, you sort of... Yeah.
Well, it sort of broadens the horizons of about 1 million songs that it could be.
Yeah, it makes it virtually impossible.
Yeah.
So name that tune. I like that. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you another quiz show that I used to like, which don't get mentioned much. Do you remember Blankety Blank?
Yeah. Have you got your checkbook and pen?
Yeah. Because Terry
Wogan.
I actually remember, it shows my age, I remember the episode where the last episode Terry Wogan did, and he had this stupid microphone, looked like a car aerial, and Les Dawson took over, and Les Dawson comes on with this microphone, about to talk, and then he snaps it up in little bits and never uses a microphone again.
No, he just. Well, Les Dawson never needed a prop. He was the prop.
Yeah, very talented guy. Yeah,
totally. Facial expression. Les Dawson. There you go. He's the originator of Miss Playing the Piano. Well, he was one of the best practitioners of it, where he'd say, right, now I'm going to play, and he would get all the right notes, but not in the right order.
Yeah.
He was a trained pianist, though.
I know, he was very talented, yeah.
Okay, Charles got more ideas. How about
that's
the Gong Show?
That's Take Your Pick, isn't it? The Gong Show.
Yeah. Take Your Pick with Huey Green.
Yeah, I think it was Des O'Connor did it a bit later on.
Yeah,
and a revival.
Yeah. I mean, there are a lot of shows which have got US and UK equivalents because the format crosses the Atlantic.
We're Family Fortunes. Here is Family Feud. There.
Yeah.
So they've got a bit of something of them. Price is Right started in the US and came over here.
And it's still going over there.
Yeah.
I think.
I don't think it is here now.
Oh, good. No. Leslie Crowther
did it originally, yeah.
And
then who else? I think Bruce Forsyth did it for a little while as well.
Right. Okay. So we're going through a who's who. Who's who of British entertainment. They did. Right. Okay. And back to Charles. Right. Charles got a class now, my friends. Has been great. And we'll be back next Tuesday to see you both. Brilliant. Okay. And thank you, Charles. Take care. Have a great day. And it's brilliant that Charles could join us at the beginning of her day. It's 9:30.
Well, what was the show when they had the archery gun, like literally shooting an arrow at something? And they'd probably get arrested if they did a show like that nowadays.
The Golden Shot.
That's it. And the bloke who did it, he was very...
Bob Monkhouse.
No, the one before that. Or the one after.
Norman Vaughan?
Probably, yeah, that's it, yeah.
Charlie...
Yeah,
I saw a documentary about Bob Monkhouse, and he was the original.
Yeah.
And then he was replaced, and the guy who replaced him flopped. And so because he flopped, replaced him with another comedian, and that flopped too. So Bob got the show back.
Yeah, because he was the very first presenter of Family Fortunes as well, Bob Monkhouse.
Yep.
And they replaced
very
him
talented
with Max Bygraves.
Yeah. I mean, Bob Monkhouse had books of jokes.
Yeah, he did, yeah. He was always writing stuff down.
Yeah, he had cartoons and the joke itself, and he had book after book after book, and somebody bought them, really. He was very fortunate to get them back.
Yeah. That was not shortly before he passed away, when all that happened.
Yeah. It was. Okay. Right. So just a reminder that we are on lookout for indie music, and if you know of any artists who would like additional airtime, then just let Fonz or I know. And if you have a live show on Facebook, and it doesn't matter what platform you're on, and you'd like to send us the podcast or a link to the YouTube video, then please do so, and you can have your own slot on the radio station when we come back in a week's time.
Definitely. The other thing is as well, I've had a few people contact me as tribute bands, one being Oasis, and sadly, you can't sing their songs because that defeats the object of what we're achieving. So no tribute bands unless it's your own material.
Yeah, that's it. That's why tribute bands do occasionally write their own songs.
Yeah.
So they can actually, I mean, the thing is that if we went out and filmed a live performance, then Facebook says that's okay.
Yeah. That's different because you're broadcasting it as it is, not you're not pre-aware of what you're broadcasting, basically.
Okay. So can you keep the recording afterwards, or does it just disappear in a puff of smoke?
Probably disappear. I don't think that you're allowed to reuse it.
Right. Okay. That's
something we need to look. That's something we need to look into.
Okay. Does the name Andrew Warren ring a bell?
Who to?
You. No? Okay, no worries.
Might do. Why?
Okay, well, in that case, when my earpiece was coming in and out, there was a question from Andrew which said, have you read The Staircase Girls by Catherine Seymour?
Mm.
I can't say that I have.
No.
So, yeah, okay. No, we haven't. And
No.
no. So we'll have to take a pass on that one for the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it is difficult, the live music. Because, as I say, you can broadcast live. It's just, you can broadcast anything live. It doesn't have to be your concert.
No. I tell you a bad thing that... Sorry, no.
Yeah, go.
Yeah, I'll tell you something that terrible, due to live broadcasting, happened on radio. I don't know if I've said this story before. If I have, then do apologise. There was a station that I used to work on, and this guy wasn't happy. Cut long story short, he basically live on air, every other word he said was not suitable for the air during a live broadcast that he was doing, and unfortunately affected the station and what was happening. So got to be careful with live broadcasting.
You so have, and the other thing is you've got to be careful of keeping an eye on the comments and trying to.
It's like
right.
That's why you have to. That's why you have delay, because if somebody says something they shouldn't, then you've got time to edit it out or bleep it, like bleep
it.
Bleep.
Yep.
Like this beep beep.
Right. I'd just like to say hello to everybody watching on the Cambridge Historian page, which of course is Fonz's page, because we are broadcasting there today, which might explain that Andrew is saying that the book he mentioned earlier is the story of the Cambridge.
Right. I have to check that out.
Yep.
Definitely.
That's good.
I can't believe, I've got to say, how the post I put about Snowy Far, I was given permission to share a home movie video of him, and how many people, still fondly remember him because of what he did. He raised money for Guide Dog for the Blind and blind charities, and basically when he died penniless and had nothing, but his focus was to help them through his life. And the amount of people that have shown their appreciation and love for him, it's overwhelming, really, because I think in total over 56,000 people have seen this one video on my wall, and over 300 people have shared it, with over a few hundred comments on it as well, which is brilliant. Not for the Cambridge Historian page, but for Snowy Far's memory.
Indeed, people held him in such high regard and affection.
Yeah,
that,
definitely.
He's living on long after, and he sort of engendered a spirit, didn't he? The spirit of giving.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. If we had a few more Snowy Fars in the world, then we wouldn't have half the problem we've got in this world, I don't think.
Right. And there is a single with the proceeds going
to his charities. Yep. Also by Jason Bruce, which can be found at jasonbruce.com.
It's a small world.
And if you search YouTube, there is a video of it as well, which some guy he knows made for him. And actually, the video features Kimberly Rue, who people might recognise from Karina and the Waves.
Ah. Small world.
Yeah.
Small world. Right. Are we ready for the quiz part 2?
Yep. Let's go for it.
Now, you got the field virtually so Kelly's not with us today. And Cheryl's gone to work. But let's go for it. So, lyrics from the song. And the year is 1974, to give you an extra clue. And I'm going to bring it up on screen. That helps, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm bringing it up on screen, and you can read it, and I'll read it to you. You've got a mother in a whirl. She's not sure if you're a boy or a girl. God, 1974, eh? Right, okay. Was that Killer Queen, Freebird, Rock Your Baby, or Rebel Rebel? Killer Queen was by...
It's Rebel. I ain't going to say. Do you want me to say what I think it is?
Not yet, no. We might have somebody watching who guesses. We'll drop it to the side for a moment. I'll read it out again. But we're getting now to tracks that are still popular now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Played on the radio station virtually every day. Because when you put the list of tracks together when you put the list of tracks together for United World Radio, the sort of jukebox thing which plays when it's Would Let's Be Quiet, you said that it was a structured way of doing it because you knew that people like those songs.
Yeah. It's what people recognised. Like, I don't know if you've walked through a shopping arcade or whatever, and you've heard a song, oh, that's such and such. And then it draws you could have 2 or 3 songs before you don't know, and you don't even pay no attention to them. But then you get a song, and and that's what those songs were. That by research in the past, certain songs which grab people's attention. And by the comments we got, I think it did with a lot of people, didn't it, as well? It
did. Right, let's go back to the question then, and I'm going to read it for a second time, and then Fonz is going to give a guess. I'm not sure if you're a boy or a girl. Was that Killer Queen, Freebird, Rock Your Baby, or Rebel Rebel? Right, I think we might agree on this one.
Yeah. Do you want me to go?
Yeah, you go first.
Rebel Rebel.
Yeah, I agree. Rebel Rebel, David Bowie. And we're going to go with... And we got it correct. Right, the next question.
I can hear him singing it in my head.
Yeah, me too. Never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. Right, okay. And the tracks could be Best of My Love, Candle in the Wind, Rebel Rebel. We know it's not that one because we just had it. And You're Having My Baby. I'll go on then, but the odds are against it. The odds are against it. But yeah, I mean, so reading that again, never knowing when the rain set in. And that's the rain, not the rain. It's my Lancashire accent. Best of Love, Candle in the Wind, Rebel Rebel, or You're Having My Baby. And whilst people make their minds up about that, we'll come back again. Yeah, I mean, you can actually, you can see the words, you can hear the words of these songs, because I mean, it's songs from 45 years ago and they're still familiar.
So, I mean, it's crazy because you think about it. How many, like 70, you're saying, well, 45 years ago, 70s, this year would have been that you're doing. But it's amazing the big gap that's happened in between. And you think about like the 1940s and from the 1950s and the 60s, that's not a big gap. And from the war years, actually, how things progress so shortly within that space of time. It's amazing.
They did. Yeah. I mean, you can virtually date a song from the 40s or 50s, but it gets increasingly difficult the closer you come to 2019 to say when the song was. Right, okay, and back to the quiz. And all right, okay. Never knowing who to cling to when the rain set in. I think we're both going to plump for the same one here. So it's Best of Love, Rebel Rebel, You're Having My Baby, or Candle in the Wind.
Candle in the Wind. It's about Norma Jean, which is Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah. Okay, we got that one wrong. And the last one for the moment. Will I take whatever I want, baby, and I want you? Not the and's not in there. Sorry. I'll take whatever I want, baby, and I want you. Listen, and this feels like. Never mind. Feel like making love. Can't get enough. Sweet Home Alabama, or Kung Fu Fighting. And
was that Kung Fu Fighting?
That was Kung Fu Fighting, yes.
I thought you said
74.
country. I thought you said country fighting then.
All right. Okay. We're getting pulled up again. Feel Like Making Love, Can't Get Enough, Sweet Home Alabama, and Kung Fu Fighting are the choices. Yeah. And
I'm not too
if you
sure
know
on
the
this
answer,
one.
just type it in. So we come back to myself and Fonz together with the quiz. And I mean, we've got, this is why I want to get in touch with these people over at the quiz page, because they've got so many different quizzes. It's the basis of any quiz show, because you can switch from titles to lyrics to virtually anything you want.
Yeah, no, right. It's good because it's using. I suppose when they created the website, they didn't think, hey, this could appear on a TV show, broadcast online, an online show.
Yeah.
They just thought it for somebody to pass the time away. But hopefully be a nice surprise to them.
Right, okay. What are you going to go for this time, Fonz?
Sweet Home Alabama, I think. I'm not too sure though.
And I'm going to go with Feel Like Making Love.
I don't know I don't know that song.
You don't know that song?
No. That's why I've got it wrong.
Well, shall we go with Feel Like Making Love then?
Yeah, go on then.
It Can't Get Enough. We're both wrong.
Oh, whoa.
There's a surprise. Right, one more question before the end of the show, but now you're back to the two of us. Yeah. Okay. Well, good. I mean, we don't run with a script on these shows, and we generally manage to busk it through. So, tell me more about Cambridge Historian coming back in May.
Yeah, but it's the third series. Did 2 already, and they become very successful. The format's changing a little bit, opening it up, because when it first started, not many people, as you can imagine, when it's brand new, interacted. So I mostly relied on guests and people coming on, and that worked well, and that's staying as well in some respects. But now, towards the end of from the beginning of the second series, really, people started to interact more and chat more because word spread about it. So there's going to be a lot more interaction. I want to bring more interaction from people viewing in than people chatting. So you can have somebody come on and chat probably about something connected to history.
Yeah.
But put more interaction with people asking them questions at home. So they're talking about saying, what year was this, or why did that happen? And really make it more interactive in that way, as well as the usual stuff that's always been there. And of course, the great new theme tune as well.
That's true.
Which can be brought off jasonbruce.com. Jason spelled Jacen, and it's only 99p in British money.
Brilliant. And so it's getting people to tell their stories.
Definitely as well. Yeah.
So you're providing. Yeah.
Now carry on.
So you're providing the initial memory, and then that brings other memories flooding back, and
Definitely.
they can add their stories.
Definitely. So it's an archive. So if with the crimes, the first show is going to be about Cambridge crimes, got people to vote between the railway service in Cambridge or Cambridge crimes. Talking about it might have somebody saying that when I'm talking about it, or speak to somebody about it who's a guest, that say like a police officer, for instance, that was my great granddad. That'd be brilliant to have that or something.
Yeah. And what days are going out?
It's always on this. I haven't got an exact start date for it. That's released on the 1st of May. When's the 1st of May? Tomorrow, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah. So people will find out when it's the first show is on the 1st of May. But it's staying on the Sundays because it's always been on the Sundays. Yeah. The second series was at 7 p.m. But I'm moving it back. I moved it to 7 p.m. because of Doctor Who coming back.
Okay.
And they decided to move Doctor Who to Sundays and clashed completely with it. But it seems to work better at 6 p.m. So it'd be a 6 p.m. on Sundays. Just check out the Facebook page, The Cambridge Historian, with full details of when it will be. You can also get a link there to buy the theme tune.
You're flogging it. If you are watching on the Cambridge Historian page, then please do say hello. And Fonz will be checking that page, and I'll be checking the other pages after this show. So if you've been watching, we'll find you. This is the beauty of live cross posting. We can take one show from one page and replicate it over several different pages. And we're just hoping that down the line that Facebook will allow us to actually see all the comments all in one place. But for the moment, we can't do that. So we're not ignoring you, and we will find you after the show. If you've got any questions about what we're up to, then please post those. But in today's show, which is entitled Anything Goes, I sort of talked about 2 new shows coming this way. A Story to Tell, which is interviewing people, but not about the things that they do now. So like, I will be talking to Fonz about the story before live broadcasting. And that, thank you for volunteering, Fonz. And also I'll be talking to Ian Anderson Gray and to Jeff Adams, and I'm lining up quite a few people as well. So that will be coming in May, and also in May will be a brand new show, which is based around the pop quiz that I've been doing in the shows now, but it will be a competitive. So we'll have 3 people, a host and the questions, and you can cheer on and help the person who you want to, and we might even do rounds, so you could actually get through to the final. Who knows?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
One day we'll actually be able to play music as well. In other words, but at the moment you just got to sort of see a title and think, I know that tune.
Definitely. But it could end up as what you could do, because you can't guarantee everybody could make it to like each show, so the winner doesn't go on. Another idea that I had was, remember I said that about the winner carries on to the next show. Whoever gets the highest score, have a scoreboard. So whoever gets the most right, like top 10, and the one with the highest one at the end of like so many weeks is who's at the top is the champion, basically. So they're fighting to be, so something, a goal, an incentive, fighting to be the champion.
Sounds good. And just to say that next week is 5 days live in May, Monday through Friday, 6th to the 10th of May, going out at 10 a.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. in the UK, and that's myself and 9 other friends, and we'll be going live each day and taking a different topic, all sort of around the subject of live video. And we're sorting the topics out at the moment, and the press releases will be going out. And okay, right, back to pop quiz then, and our final question for the day, as I bring it full screen. And the final question is, and let's hope we get this one right. All right, okay, I'm going to read them properly. You will fill up my senses like a night in a forest. Okay, and the contenders are, for the second time, Jambalaya, Annie's Song, Seasons in the Sun with Terry Jacks, and you're the first, the last, my everything. So the lyrics are, you fill up my senses like a night in a forest, and the 4 songs are Jambalaya, Annie's Song, Seasons in the Sun, and You're the First, the Last, My Everything. Doing this is bringing back memories, I'm not going to recount them now, but it is bringing back memories. And it's strange how the lyrics stay with you. Yeah, the hook line of a song is very important, isn't
definitely.
it? Yeah, because that's one that stays in your mind. Wherever you are, making to mark the answers later. And do you have one that you're thinking might be the one?
On my first suffix, I think I can't see it, it's too tiny. That one. Are you going to have to my last, my everything?
You're going to have to start checking these songs out after the show, Fonz.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Annie's Song, which is by John Denver.
I don't know anything by John Denver.
Just a minute, I'm going to come back here. This is important. You don't like country music?
I do, but I just don't know anything by John Denver.
Oh, right, okay. Fair enough. The song is Annie's song. Right, okay. So
I have to check.
Final question.
I've actually got, funny thing is, I've got about 6 or 7 vinyl records with John Denver.
Right, okay. Well, I've got the best.
I'm going to have to start listening to them now.
That's true. I've got the best of. Seek out Annie's song, a number one in its day, and a bestseller globally. Okay, well, we're coming up to the end of the show. Fonz, would you like to close this week's show?
Yeah, no. Thanks for everybody for tuning in, being a part of the show. It's been great being here. And we're not back next week, I don't think, are we? Because you're doing something else.
We'll be back for half an hour. How's that?
Okay, yeah, we'll be back for half an hour next week. So half the time, but still worth it.
Oh yeah, we'll squeeze everything in still.
Yeah. And looking forward to the new shows coming in as well.
Yeah, true. Cambridge Historian, a story to tell, and the pop quiz. So
all good stuff.
Everybody's just joined. If you rewind to replay, we had lots of fun, and you can do the pop quiz, and you can join us at the same time, which is 9 a.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. in the UK, a week today. You'll catch Fonz and I next week as well on 5 Days Live. Take care, everybody, and on the United World Radio Show. Take care. Bye for now.
Bye.